think he can win.
Okay.
I don't know if he's going to win, but I think he can win.
So
but he's going to have to box a brilliant fight.
Mayweather's definitely better. He was better when they fought him because he was more technically sound and knew how to do things. Whereas
and Floyd Mayweather understands that. Guess what? Styles make fights. He understands styles make fights. And he understands the greatness of Terence Crawford.
Joe Rogan has just predicted who would win in a potential fight between Floyd Mayweather and Terence Crawford. He praised Mayweather as one of the most skilled boxers in history, reminding fans of how dominant he was in his prime. Rogan explained that many people underestimate just how much Floyd accomplished against elite opponents. When comparing him with Crawford, Rogan admitted it's a tough matchup, but emphasized that Mayweather's defensive mastery and ring IQ made him nearly impossible to beat, even against someone as talented as Crawford.
Floyd was in his prime. That would have been fucking incredible to see which style's superior. Because Floyd would move towards you like this. He would just get right up on you. It would just show you how good Floyd really is. Because of the fact that he's won decisions by, playing it safe, people that just don't get excited about him and they recognize him with the all-time greats. He's the best.
Analysts recognize Floyd Mayweather's legendary status as a Hall of Famer and acknowledged that his career accomplishments remain unmatched. However, they also praised Terence Crawford, highlighting that he is the current pound-for-pound best fighter. Both men dismantled Canelo Alvarez in their respective eras, but in very different ways. Analysts stressed that choosing a winner between Mayweather and Crawford feels nearly impossible, as both represent the pinnacle of boxing excellence.
Crawford won, in my opinion, 10 rounds to 2. If you want to be, generous, 9 rounds to 3. But he clearly won the fight against Canelo Alvarez. Clearly. And Floyd Mayweather understands that, guess what? Styles make fights. He understands. Styles make fights. And he understands the greatness of Terence Crawford. And he stated on numerous occasions that, guess what? Terence Crawford is pound for pound the best fighter in the world. And he believed it. He put his money where his mouth is. And it held to be true, period. So, again, and I hate to do this and I hate to keep saying this, right? But people try their best to try to pit Terence Crawford against Floyd Mayweather, right? Who's better? Who beat Canelo Alvarez better? Who did it better? So on and so forth, right? The fact remains is this. They both outclassed him. They both won in dominant fashion. And styles make fights, right? And the style that Terence Crawford presents, the style Floyd Mayweather presents, now they do it different, is too much for Canelo Alvarez, period. Point blank and period.
Bob Arum gave his perspective on the fantasy matchup between Floyd Mayweather and Terence Crawford. He believes Crawford would win, even if the fight took place during Floyd's prime years. According to Arum, Crawford possesses a rare skill set that combines adaptability, speed, and ring intelligence. These qualities, in Arum's view, make him unique in modern boxing. He argued that Crawford's ability to adjust to any opponent would give him the edge, even over a defensive master like Mayweather.
What's up, fight fans? Prime for prime. Who wins a fight, Floyd Mayweather Jr. or Bud Crawford? Bob Arum says Bud. Do you agree?
For prime, who would have won, Crawford or Mayweather? Prime for prime.
Crawford.
Really? Why?
Because Crawford is a unique kind of fighter that other fighters haven't seen. And the ability that he has to switch, fighters aren't used to that. They don't train for that. I just think Crawford is a very, very unique talent.
Trainer Greg Hackett explained why Canelo Alvarez himself admitted that Crawford's victory over him holds more weight than Floyd Mayweather's. Hackett argued that when Mayweather fought Canelo, the young Mexican star was still inexperienced and learning at the elite level. By contrast, when Crawford defeated Canelo, he was already a seasoned, fully developed champion. This is why Canelo considered Crawford's achievement more significant, because it came against a matured, stronger version of himself.
Crawford is way better than Floyd Mayweather Jr.
What's your thoughts on his statement, and do you agree with the sentiment?
Him saying that, I can't say he capping. I can't, because I don't know what he felt. But when I heard that, what I think is, when Floyd beat me, I was 23, I wasn't polished. When Bud beat me, I was the man. I was the man. And he beat me fair and square. He beat me at my game, and he beat me at his game. That's why Canelo said that. Do I believe that? It's tough to believe. We're not going to ever see Bud versus Floyd. And it's crazy. It's crazy because I would love to see that fight, but I know we're not going to see it. But I can only take Canelo's word because he's the man that's been in the ring with both of them. But I understand why he said it. I was a kid when I fought Floyd. He wasn't a kid, literally, but he was young. He was young. There was a lot he didn't know. There was a lot he didn't understand about boxing that he later on learned and got better. But Bud beat the better version of me, even though it's the ran down version. I'm saying that because it is some wear and tear there with Canelo. I've been saying it the whole time. When a guy got almost 70 fights in current time, with all those big camps he's been doing and all that, trust me, it's some wear and tear there. I'm not making excuses for Canelo. I'm just saying, I do give Bud his credit, though, for beating Canelo. And Canelo understands I am a better fighter today than I was back then. But that's hard to say because Floyd, you know what I'm saying? I feel like Bud took maybe 20% of what Floyd did and added that to his repertoire for this fight.
Commentators Simon Jordan, Adam Smith, and Duke McKenzie broke down the atmosphere leading into Floyd Mayweather's clash with Canelo Alvarez. At that time, Canelo was undefeated, bigger in size and weight, and many predicted Floyd was biting off more than he could chew at age 36. Analysts believed Canelo's strength and youth would finally hand Floyd his first loss. However, the fight played out completely differently, with Mayweather using his defensive style to neutralize Canelo's offense and deliver a masterclass performance that silenced the critics.
Terence Crawford, they were all the question marks. Could he do that? Could he cope with the power of Canelo Alvarez, who's adapted now and had to adjust in his career? He now throws single shots. And that's why it was the calculated gamble. Well, it wasn't really a gamble because me and Simon called it from the beginning.
Right.
That we go, Mayweather ticks every department. You go, the only thing that people are hedging their bets on is that Canelo's the bigger guy, but he wasn't really anyway.
Nah.
You can see because Crawford come down from 185 anyway. You can see the physicality's in there. He was all the size of Canelo.
As Edward said long before this fight, I just think styles make fights. And Canelo's style, this style of Canelo, was suited for Crawford.
Indeed.
He can't throw combinations anymore. There's no more head movement from Canelo.
Yeah.
He tries to walk people down and hit you all over the body and all over the head if he can, but he can't put his combination. He can't sustain the combinations. And what really impressed me about Crawford was the fact that it was a question of like he didn't want to trade off early with Canelo. He traded late with Canelo because he couldn't take his power early. So in the early rounds, he was just pity-patting and just tapping him, kept spinning him, kept turning him and driving him mad. And then in the later rounds, as Canelo started to fade, from round 7, round 8, as the pace got a little bit slower, then Crawford's confidence, he was confident enough within himself to stand and trade with him. And even when he got on inside, he was hitting him with like 3s and 4s, hard shots, constant shots, and just kept spinning him, kept turning him. And Canelo didn't really know where he was. And another great thing about Crawford, stayed southpaw throughout the whole fight, and Canelo admitted after that he couldn't handle a southpaw.
Couldn't work it out.
Couldn't work it out whatsoever.
Adam, we had Paulie Malignaggi on the show the other day with myself and Jim, and I want you to have a listen to what he had to say and see what you think of it.
I think Canelo has been, for a while, a diminishing fighter.
Shane Mosley, a former world champion who shared the ring with both Floyd Mayweather and Canelo Alvarez, offered a perspective that few could match. Drawing from first-hand experience, Mosley highlighted how Mayweather's style set him apart. He explained that Floyd's timing, his ability to read opponents, and his mastery of ring control were simply unmatched. Even when pressured or facing stronger fighters, Mayweather had the intelligence and adaptability to neutralize threats with precision. Mosley made it clear that while Canelo is an exceptional fighter with power and skill, he could not match Floyd's ability to dictate the pace and direction of a fight. Having faced both men, Mosley's words carried authority, and he firmly believed Mayweather operated on a higher level, proving himself the more complete and dominant fighter.
He did everything, man. He's the man.
Absolutely. You fought both Canelo and Mayweather. I was surprised to hear Canelo say that straight after the fight. I mean, credit to him, he's been really humble in defeat. You fought them both. Who did you think was better, Canelo or Mayweather? I know that's Canelo was saying it was Crawford better than Mayweather, but who did you think was better out of Canelo and Mayweather?
Mayweather's definitely better. He was better when they fought him because he was more technically sound and knew how to do things. Whereas Canelo had more power and placed the shots probably better. No, he didn't place the shots better. He was just younger and placed the shots really good. Like Canelo was really good at 21 years old. Like I was impressed. I was very impressed with Canelo at 21. But Mayweather was still technically more sound. Go ahead.
Did you believe or do you agree with the fact that Canelo is saying Crawford is better than Mayweather from an outsider's perspective, having not fought Crawford? Who do you think's better out of those two, Crawford or Mayweather?
I think Crawford is better, bigger. Like he's actually he moved in weight class, and I would say Crawford is a better fight all around fighter. Mayweather's really good too, though. You can knock him as well.
Another perspective highlighted the generational shift in boxing greatness. While Floyd Mayweather is respected as one of the greatest of all time, some argue that Terence Crawford would come out on top if the two were to fight today. The reasoning comes down to timing. Mayweather already dominated his era, while Crawford is now leading his. Every great fighter has his time, and in the present era, Crawford is the one carrying the mantle as the most dominant force.